Hey vinyl community and all my music loving friends, it's Mike MGK Boston back with just a quick video today. I just thought I'd throw in on a contest. Guy calls his channel On My Turntable. It's Robert. Robert's actually from Ontario, Canada. He's in a town probably only about an hour and a half, 2 hours from my hometown where I grew up in Eastern Ontario. Good guy. He's pushing to get 1,000 subscribers to his channel, so he's having this contest, and the theme being spell the word thousand with artists, if I understood it correctly, either surnames of solo artists beginning with these letters or band names. So I'll do a mix of both. I'm trying to keep the video short, so I'll dive right into it again. Excuse me. The channel is Robert's On My Turntable, and he's pushing to get 1,000 subscribers. I'm sure he'll surpass that easily. The guy puts out a ton of content. I mean, it seems like there's a video popping up every 10 minutes. Good on him. I just don't have the time to put out that amount of content. And he's a pretty well-informed guy. I should point out, he just reviewed the recent Scorpions album, and that was an enjoyable video because I'm a big fan. And I didn't even know they had a new album out. So anyway, without further ado, we'll start with the letter T because I have to spell thousand per Robert's instructions. So we'll begin with this solo effort from Pete Townsend, of course, lead guitarist from The Who. This is at least his 6th or 7th solo outing. Release date on this is 1982. It is on the back with the double guitar necks. What's a double guitar? What am I saying right there? Yeah, and this is called All the Best Cowboys Have Chinese Eyes. Not much going on here. Kind of artsy-fartsy on the inside here on the gatefold. And some sort of, explains the theme of the album. And again, here it is. All the Best Cowboys Have Chinese Eyes. If you want to look up a single from this album, Slit Skirts was a pretty big single, as well as Uniforms. And yeah, that's Pete Townsend for the letter T. H. Keeping you in suspense there. It's Richie Havens. Of course, best known for his performance at Woodstock. I have a few Richie Havens albums, and I really dig it. This one's called Richie Havens' Alarm Clock. Of course, there's the clock, and there's Richie in the center of the clock with his guitar, of course. Pretty cool version here of the Beatles' Here Comes the Sun on this one. Some Will Wait is an excellent track, and Missing Train. Of course, the title track, Alarm Clock. So, letter H, it's Richie Havens. Again, Alarm Clock, the name of that release. Probably released sometime 70, 71, the date on that. I didn't look that up. Letter O. Late great Buckaroo himself, Buck Owens. This is just a collection, best of Buck Owens Volume 2. I do not have Volume 1, but this is a nice catch. All the hits are here. You can see them all here. I've got A Tiger by the Tail. Together Again, that's a great one. Act Naturally. There's a really good Dwight Yoakam album if you want to seek it out where he covers all Buck Owens tunes. I have that buried, but I didn't pull it because I want to keep this video moving for Robert's contest. And this is the letter O. And this is the best of Buck Owens. Release date on this one's 1966. All right. And now we're at the letter U. Flip this around. And it's Uriah Heep, The Magician's Birthday. Release date on this one, I want to say 72, 73. Really cool artwork on this. Of course, this is the letter U, like I said. Real quick, just show the open gatefold on this one. Really nice photos of the band on the inside here. Key tracks on this. Well, Mick Box, of course, lead guitarist here. There he is right there. Yeah, Sunrise, Echoes in the Dark, Sweet Lorraine, and of course the title track, The Magician's Birthday. Letter U, and it's Uriah Heep. All right, and we're at the letter S. I'm going to show a couple of CDs just because this band's so incredible. They're now defunct, but this is, if you're a fan of Britpop, this is Suede. Featuring the vocal stylings of the one and only Brett Anderson and Bernard Butler on lead guitar. They collaborated and were music and lyrics, the two of them. And Bernard Butler later on, when he left Suede, another guy stepped in. At that point, I'd lost interest. Suede, of course, like I said, are now defunct, but this was their debut. I want to say the release date on this one, 1992, and it's just self-titled. It's just called Suede. If you want to look up any of these tracks on here, they're all great. It kicks off with So Young. That's just an amazing song. Animal Nitrate's great. Breakdown and Metal Mickey. I have a 12-inch single for that too. But yeah, Suede, self-titled for the letter S. And real quick, this was the follow-up another 5-star album, in my opinion. It's called Dogman Star. Release date on this one, 94. Some of the tracks on this, Introducing the Band, We Are the Pigs, and the Wild Ones, and Daddy Speeding, just some of the highlights on this one. Again, this is Suede, Dogman Star, the letter S. Spelling 1,000, we're almost there. We're at the letter A, in fact. Late great Greg Allman, of course, you know him from the Allman Brothers Band, but he did have a successful solo career on the side as well. Some cool artwork on the back. Yeah, I just got this recently at a record show this past spring. Big Allman Brothers fan. I saw them 5 or 6 times over the years, different incarnations of the band. Bulk of those shows through the 90s and into the early 2000s. The last time I saw them was would have been summer of 06 in Mansfield, Massachusetts, right around the corner from where I live now. And this album, of course, is called Laid Back, and the letter A for Greg Allman. I just want to show the inside here. You know, there's Greg and some chick on horseback hanging out. He's looking cool. Of course, it's the early 70s. Look at the wardrobe, right? And there's some personnel in the band, his sidemen right there. But yeah, letter A, and it's Greg Allman, and it's Laid Back. It certainly is. It's a great album. Look that up. You won't be disappointed. If you like the Allman Brothers Band, any of Greg Allman's solo stuff is excellent, and that's no exception. And we're at the letter N now. We're almost at the end of Spelling 1,000, and it's New Riders of the Purple Sage. This is probably their best album. They put out a ton of stuff in the early to mid 70s, almost 2 albums a year, in fact. Benefactors of Jerry Garcia and the Grateful Dead. In fact, Jerry Garcia plays pedal steel on a couple other albums. Don't know if he's on this one. I'm just looking here. No, he's not on this one. It's a guy named Bobby Cage on pedal steel. There's just like a comic strip, kind of like Robert Crumb, if you're familiar with that artist. He was pretty prevalent in the 70s. That looks like Robert Crumb artwork to me. And this is New Riders of the Purple Sage, The Adventures of Panama Red, 1973, the release date on that one. Best song on this, of course, Lonesome LA Cowboy. Great single. And we're rounding out things. We're at the letter D, Spelling 1,000. For Robert's on My Turntable, pushed 1,000 subscribers. This is The Damned. It's called Anything. Release date on this one, I think, is about 86 right there. Yeah, so there's Dave Vanian right there, looking super cool as always. And this one's kind of funky. It's like a kid's pop-up book. So when you open it, look at that. Wild, eh? Yeah, and I bought this when it came out. I would have been still in high school, and it's in great condition. They do a great cover here, I should point out, of the love song called Alone Again. Or if you want to hear a good cover, that's a great cover right there. And it's Love, Alone Again, Or, and it's on The Damned, and it's called Anything. The release date on this one, 1986. So I'll close out here, just under 9 minutes. Again, this is my entry into Robert's on My Turntable, pushed 1,000 subscribers. I know you're going to hit it, Robert. And enjoy your coffee. I always like the way you kick off your videos with the coffee. Cheers to that. I was a big Tim Hortons fan myself when I still lived in Ontario. Anyway, good luck with the contest, all that are entering, and look forward to seeing who the winner is in the end. And Robert hitting that 1,000 subscribers. Enjoy the rest of the weekend, everyone.